Undertaker will never die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there's a place now for Taker, but I don't think it needs to be where he's wrestling full time or he's back into the character. I maybe have him make a special appearance or something every now and then. You know what I mean? To keep the name alive.
An old boyfriend of Becky Lynch revealed that she was pitched a storyline that I don't get your opinion on, Teddy. I don't even know if you've heard about this. What? The storyline was a writer came to Becky and said, quote, "What if we have you just shave your head and you act like you're having a breakdown?" End quote.
Didn't they just do that with, I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but they just did it with somebody.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's another why for me. There's another why. Why is she shaving her head and why is she having a nervous breakdown? You just don't come right out of the blue and go to shaving your head and go into a nervous breakdown. Something had to send you there.
Well, wait a minute. You two did it.
Well,
you two did it.
We didn't have a nervous breakdown. We just broke down.
I'm close.
We just wait. You broke down. We just waiting on you to get the nervous part, Bill, and then you.
Oh, I got it. I got
it. The last person I saw shave their head that I can recall was actually a part of the CM Punk. It was a girl. What was her? There was a reason for her to shave her head, and it was actually very whoa. I mean, it made you buy into the story. It made sense. Yeah.
Well, once she shaved her head, she became the character.
True. Yes. Very true. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Arn Anderson was asked recently if the Undertaker would work in today's wrestling, and he says, "Quote," and this is kind of long, so bear with me here. "The thing about the Undertaker, it was everything. From when you first saw him, his size, and then you would go, oh God, look. It's like when he would walk to the ring. It was almost like he was floating on air, but it was him pulling that off. It wasn't personal effects or any of that sci-fi stuff. It was just the way he perceived the character. And the slower the move, the better. And letting you soak it all in, the look, the complexion of his skin, I think there would be a place for another one of those guys, as long as you didn't push the hocus pocus too far." End quote. I have a feeling in a roundabout way he's kind of describing the problems that Bray Wyatt may have had, but who else? I'm not sure I want to see another Undertaker character come into wrestling again. I'd rather he be a one and leave it alone, because I don't think the days are here, like Arn's is saying, where you could pull off a lot of that hocus pocus kind of stuff that you could years ago.
See, and I disagree, because the Bray Wyatt pulled it off for a period of time.
And me too, Bill. I'm with you, because that's what everything is now, is hocus pocus.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? That's look at Barbie, all this stuff that they got out now. You know what I mean? But I'm like Undertaker will never die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there's a place now for Taker, but I don't think it needs to be where he's wrestling full time or he's back into the character. I maybe have him make a special appearance or something every now and then. You know what I mean? To keep the name alive. But Undertaker will never die.
Yeah, I think what Arn is trying to say though is
that would the Undertaker character work in today's
a new type of Undertaker character?
Right, if Undertaker was not, or nobody knew anything about the Undertaker, would that character, if it came out today, would it work? And Mark would have made that work, or anybody, if they had the right person, they would have made it work. It all depends who they cast in that position.
Well, I agree with Arn. I think that you have to have the right person. And then you have to tweak it a little bit. You'd have to come into the modernization of today's wrestling. Bring that modernization to it. You know what I mean? And I think it'll work.
Guys, I know we're running long, but let me get a few more things in here.
Wait, real quick. When you mentioned that, one of the people that, if there was no Undertaker, that would have been cast in that part, because he has the look of that and is intimidating, would have been Damian Priest. I think he would have been great as an Undertaker.
Yeah, you actually get a little bit of that feel sometimes when he walks out, just the the gear and everything else. But
yes,
let me ask you about something else real fast. Sergeant Slaughter, I just saw this yesterday, filed a copyright on the term Cobra Clutch. Now, can't someone still do the move and just call it something else? Is the name Camel Clutch really something that you need?
Cobra Clutch.
I'm sorry, the Cobra Clutch.
Camel Clutch was the sheep.
Yeah, the Cobra Clutch.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only guy screwing up today.
I'm the middleman. I got my Tic Tac so I can think.
But I mean, when it comes to the name, though, I mean, really, can't people just take that move and call it something else? And then I wonder, what's the value of the term?
There's the Kilimashato. Oh my God, he's putting the Kilimashato on him.
Yeah, I mean, so I would prefer I would think if I'm the talent, like if I'm Sergeant Slaughter, I'd rather if they use the move and they say the name. Thanks, man. That's a nod to me for my years of work. Why would why own the name? Why? So it would never be heard again?
Only if they say that's the Cobra Clutch made famous by Sergeant Slaughter. That's the only way they could do that.
Right. And that's the only way. That's the only way that it would help him. Is every time the guy they put that hold on somebody, is you don't have to mention it every time, but once you got it out there where the people understand when they see that, that's Sergeant Slaughter's old move right there. You know what I mean?